Hello and welcome to episode 147 of Rivers Arcade Review. My name is Ed. This channel is dedicated to the coin-operated video games of yesteryear. Today I'm doing a viewer request. Today's game was requested by the viewer PAC-MAN Fan 2008 and the game they requested was Blueprint. Blueprint was released in 1982 by Bally Midway. My first time playing this game was on MAME. Blueprint is a maze-themed game in which you control your character named JJ with an 8-way joystick and a run button. You need to collect a series of pieces to build a machine to shoot Ollie the Ogre, who is chasing down Daisy, your girlfriend. This game takes place on a playfield which is divided into 3 sections. The top section will only contain Daisy and Ollie the Ogre. Ollie will continuously chase Daisy in this section. You need to finish your machine to shoot Ollie before he catches Daisy or you will lose a life. The bottom section of the playfield will contain the blueprint of your machine. You need to place the machine pieces on the blueprint in the proper place to lock them in. In addition to the blueprint will be a start button as well as a pit to drop bombs and enemies. The middle section is the maze section. This section has a maze which has 10 houses. Inside of these houses will be pieces you need to build your machine. There are 8 machine pieces that you need to collect. You need to guide JJ through the maze in order to enter these houses. Once you enter a house, you will automatically collect a piece that is housed there. Once you have the piece, you need to move JJ through the maze and exit through the bottom and onto the blueprint to lock said piece in place. If you enter the same house more than once, you will remove a bomb from said house. If you pick up a bomb, you must quickly carry it to the pit. Once you line up the bomb with the pit, you'll safely drop it in, although if you don't drop it in time, you will lose a life. In addition, 2 of the houses contain bombs instead of machine pieces. These bombs must be disposed of just like the others. You need to move each piece into place on the blueprint and it will lock itself in automatically. You can only hold on to one piece at a time, so if you are carrying a piece, you can't obtain another until you lock the previous one in place. You can press the run button to increase your speed by 50%. You need to use the run button sparingly because you only have about 7 seconds worth of run time. Once you use up all your run speed, you won't lose a life, although you will earn around a second for each machine piece you place on the blueprint. Your runtime will also reset after each new life. On the top section of the playfield will be 4 flower pots. Occasionally, Ollie will kick one of these flower pots down onto the lower playfields. These pots will bounce throughout the maze until they land at the bottom section and break. Once they break, the flower will sprout legs and begin jumping across the bottom section of the playfield. You need to avoid these flower pots because if one contacts you, you will lose a life. Occasionally, a monster called Sneaky Pete will appear from the bomb pit. Once he appears, he will jump around the bottom section of the playfield. Although touching Sneaky Pete will not cost you a life, he will eventually move across to the start button. If he contacts the button, all the pieces will fall off the blueprint. You need to grab him just like any other piece or bomb and drag him back to the pit where he will disappear. Any pieces fallen off the blueprint must be reset. Once all 8 pieces are in place, the blueprint will disappear and you will need to press the start button to the left of your machine. Once you press the button, your machine will be active and begin shooting balls upward. You need to move your machine left and right to line up your shots in order to shoot Ollie. Once you shoot Ollie, the level will end and you will face a new round with a harder difficulty. Beginning on level 2, a new enemy named Fuzzy Wuzzy will appear. This enemy will roam the maze protecting the houses. You must either move to a portion of the maze where he isn't, or wait inside of a house until he passes. You need to avoid this enemy because contacting him will cost you a life. Clearing the second level will bring you to a cutscene. JJ will chase Ollie Ogre across the playfield to the right and go off screen, then he will be chased back to the left by 2 Ollie Ogres. You will receive a cut screen after every 2 levels. The number of ogres that chase JJ on the second half of the scene will equal the level number you just cleared. Each level will have a slightly different maze layout and a harder difficulty. The first maze will have 3 exits at the bottom, the second maze will only have 2 exits, and levels 3 and beyond will only have 1 exit. Scoring for the game is as follows. You will earn 50 points for dropping a bomb in the pit, 100 points for dropping Sneaky Pete into the pit, 1,000 points for finding a machine piece inside of a house, and either 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, or 2,500 points for shooting Ollie Ogre based on how close he is to Daisy. This is my first time playing this game, and although it took me a bit to figure it out, I did enjoy playing it and recommend playing it whether in an arcade setting or on an emulator. I like this game more than Cosmic Gorilla, but not as much as Super Glob, so Blueprint shoots its way into the 94th position overall. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any games you'd like me to review, please leave a message below or on my homepage. Please remember to hit like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned to new videos every Sunday.